And he's got the power down much better this time, so expect an improvement, Mr. Bagman.
Here we go to line we go. Can he improve from the top? He cannot improve at the top. Sound Coral is on another lap. He did make the line. And he's 5,000th down in that first sector. D also in a lap on the middle sector. Caden Conway also on a lap. Liam Doherty puts in the 26s. That's a fantastic lap from the Mercedes and makes it 2-3 for the duo. Caden Conway is round as we head round Spoon Corner. That's going to be a jump scare for what cars flying through there. And at the moment, D's improving by 0.2 of a second. This could be a magnificent lap for D to put it into the top 3. Sound Coral is also heading through the middle sector. This could be anyone's game for pole position. Aaron Minguez has finished qualifying. Sound Coral's heading through the middle sector and is at 10th and a half up. This could be pole position for Sound Coral in the Mercedes. All he's got to do is get the Casio triangle right, navigate it well, get on the power like he so does. And here we go with Sound Coral to the line with the DRS wide open. And it's pole position for the Mercedes, and he's a 26.372, and he's a 10th clear at the top, and it's a magnificent lap from the Mercedes to get it all together on his second run on them tyres. What a lap, my son. Pole position for Sound Coral. Japan, what an icon of a circuit. Sound Coral dominant in qualifying as with 5 red lights as the silence breaks and the battle begins. Sound Coral with a fantastic start, covers off the inside of Aaron Minguez. He's got to dive around the outside of turn number 1 and he might have to defend from Liam Doherty charging in behind. Ferentz also making up a place and getting side by side with Liam Doherty, but still having to stay behind. In behind, I think we've got Seth Martin and Raxi pulling side by side as we head through the S's and up to turn number 7. Raxi gets the place on Seth Martin, and there's a Ferrari of Lewis Piper going deep at turn number 7. But Sound Coral with an absolutely perfect start. Thunderino is dropping a few positions down in P. And the second deck, we've got all sorts of cars off the track. Vojtazluva, Lewis Piper. There's a collision between the previous champions, but they both go off on the entry to Degner 2. Ferentz making a move on Liam Doherty down the inside. It's side by side as we go past 200R at turn number 12. As we head up to Spoon Corner, it's the inside line for Ferentz, but just nipped behind as Liam Doherty keeps the place. And who's that behind it? Exotic going off the track at turn number 13, keeps it going and doesn't spin, so good effort to keep it on the tarmac. They're going side by side, and I got a lovely view from Lewis Piper's car, and pushing way too deep is Seth Martin, and takes it off the track, and here comes Lewis Piper to pick up the scraps. And at the moment it's been a bit of a scrappy race for Seth Martin and looking to recover, but yeah, it's another sloppy move really to push Tixie away. And at the moment, Tixie, Lewis Piper, also 2 champions in there. Going cut in the corner, that's Tixie. And into the final corner, that's a 10-second and a 3-second. 13 seconds of Tixie, and that's a miserable way to start lap 6.
And Liam Doherty's going to fly past now. Do a little slingshot. Can he get within that 1 second margin for DRS again? Raxi goes for a move into turn 1. It goes very deep, and that's invited D to go through as well. And is Exotic going through as well? Not quite, as he just swops behind, doesn't want to get involved in an incident there. Phoenix and Algerman swapping places as well in Tier 1. Look how long this train is now.
A lot of drivers go for a 2-stop. Phoenix, Connor, Voita, D, all on the 2-stop.
That's what I like about this game. It's difference in strategy. It's so much better than a 1-stop. Aaron Minguez in the pit lane. Is Sound Coral going to follow suit? Yes, he is. Is he going to get a speed in the pit lane? No, he gets it stopped nicely. What about Ferentz? Late corner pits for him, and he goes into the pit lane. Liam Doherty leads the race for the first time this season.
And turbulent air from the cars in front. I've just seen a juicy little battle between Connor and Ferentz once again. In behind that, Vojtazluva and Chris Pillock. Robin Brain, should I say? Sorry, who's still yet to stop on the harder compound tyres. And a lovely round the outside move.
Oh, he's off!
And into the barriers. He's Robin Brain. Did he go into the barriers? I think he just avoided them.
Just in the gravel.
And has no damage, but in the gravel for Robin Brain. And that's going to hurt him in this final run. When's he going to come into pit off those harder compound tyres? He's definitely struggling out there. To the inside line. Both these guys on the 2-stop strategy. This is probably genuine proposition. Vojtazluva will have the outside line. It's a bit of contact between the pair. Can they keep it clean as we head through the S's and round the outside? Connor swooped. Great defending from the Red Bull. And now Vojtazluva is under massive pressure from Chrisis Pilakoris.
Lovely, lovely racing there.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Great trust in each other. Liam Doherty's got to dive down the inside of Chris's pillar. Gosh, you don't see many there.
Wow. Wow. You don't see many to Degner one. It's downhill right-hander. And he's very, very close to the gravel top.
Caden's going to have a look as well.
Oh, Caden to the inside line on Chris's Pilacoris and does make the move. And it was a very late lunge and Funderino drops back behind Caden Conway. But at the moment, it was Raxi who won in round 1. And we're certain to have a new race winner today, I'm pretty sure. Go on, Ben.
Side by side through 130R. And Caden Conway's got a brilliant view of this. Liam Doherty and F1 Connor. Connor's inviting all sorts of racing here today. Liam's got a poor exit. He's going to dive into pit lane. No, he's not. Who is that going into pit lane? It's vojtazluva to complete his 2 stops. So he's going to have a late charge towards the end of this race. Is Liam Doherty going to go for a move into turn 1 on Connor, who will squabble in with just a few corners ago, not quite. And Liam Doherty just has to sit behind the Red Bull at the moment. Red Bull versus Mercedes. This one's going to go down right to the end.
Of pushing to the line and trying to get those top 10 positions as Liam Doherty makes a move
Raxi
back
down the inside
Conway
of Chris's pillar chorus. That's a lovely move. Liam Doherty got past Caden Conway. Raxi got past Chris's pillar chorus as well. Let's cut back to D.
Here we go. Both kick Saubers are going to look to get through on Adjo Man. And there goes Vojtazluva down the inside.
Yeah.
It's making it 3 wide into turn 1. Does not run. And Vojtazluva spinning into the gravel. And that is Vojtazluva's hopes for points well and truly faded away. And Adjo Man making contact with Vojtazluva as he dives to the inside line. D now needs to make a needs a final few lap push, try and push on to gain any sort of points. Liam Doherty as we head down to turn number 1, as this will be for position as well, as they've both got a 3-second time penalty. Through goes Liam Doherty on Caden Conway. Raxi holding it round the outside at turn number 2. Can he pull ahead? As no, Caden Conway just slots in front and denies Raxi that move, as Caden Conway doesn't really need the position out on the track, but obviously defending just in case any 3-second penalties get removed in the steward's office. But Caden Conway, no penalties out there at the moment, looking to be a set P4 for the Williams, and not a bad result at all. But Raxi won in round 1, Aaron Mingles looking set to win in round 2, and that'll be a new race winner for season 12. And for FZR and Aaron Mingles, it's looking 2 races to do so when he crosses the line.
And there's some action here. Into the final chicane, Mr. Bagnall.
Yes, here we go, Liam Doherty and Caden Conway as Liam Doherty cuts the section, and they're going 3 wide as Raxi makes a move, and he's going side by side with Liam Doherty. Raxi applying the pressure, he's getting past Liam Doherty, and this will be position at the end of the race. Caden Conway still doesn't have that penalty, so he will gain P4 when we cross the line. But Liam Doherty has gained a 10-second time penalty for cutting that corner at the final corner, but that could get removed after the race. It depends on the scenario. It's been an unbelievable driving qualifying. It was all about Sound Coral, who was setting flying laps after flying laps. Aaron Mingles got up to P2 only there in qualifying, but in the race, he's been absolutely unbelievable at this icon of a circuit. Are we getting another icon
Caden's wide
as he gets to the top step of the podium? And it's a great race for Aaron Mingles. Caden Conway's went wide further back as we head to the final section, and that could drop him. That P4 position is now might just be over Raxi as well. He's going to still get up past Chris Pilacoris and Liam Doherty, but as we head towards the line, it's going to be Raxi who crosses the line in P4. Liam Doherty crosses the line in P5, and Caden Conway does manage to get on to P4. And it's been a good, clean race from himself. Raxi takes P5, Chris Pilacoris takes P6, Exotic in P7, Liam Doherty in P8, and actually does drop behind D in P8 as well, who does take P8 in the end. Connor takes P10, and nice drive to him to get that final point. But we'll see what happens in the steward's room for Liam Doherty to get that 10-second remove. But it's been the Aaron Mingles show today, his 2nd race in FZR, and flies to the top step of the podium by 11 seconds. And that might just be the biggest winning margin all season, unless Aaron Mingles can show some more dominance when we head into the next few rounds.